Hey everyone, happy Wednesday night and welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada, and I'm excited to be with you tonight. Popping on just a few minutes before 7, so Facebook can let you know I've gone live and that gives me a chance to check my settings and find me. I hope you've had a great day. It was an overcast and rainy day here, but it is now sunny, as you can tell from the light in my room, and it is humid. I think we're in for some humid weather coming again. I said, for me, that is not my cup of tea. I like it when it's like 20 degrees, nice breeze, you can have the windows open. Yeah, no, I feel like when you're, it's hot and humid and you're in your house, you're just too hot to even sit out in the shade. It's like, you feel like, I'm ready to, I'm not saying I'm ready for fall weather yet, but I'm ready for it to cool down a little bit. How about that? All right, I found myself here, so welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Stamp with Anne community. Sorry, Stamp to Create is my team name. Welcome to the Stamp with Anne community. I hope you are, if you're following me, I appreciate you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So welcome to my happy space, aka my stamp room. This is where you will find me majority of my days. I love coming in here and creating. I will come in here and create. I will just play some music. Sometimes I just sit here and just be like, just let it take it in, because it truly does make me happy. And one of my favorite things is creating and sharing those with you. I've got a lot to share with you tonight, so I need to move some room here. No, I lost my train of thought. Let's start again. Bloopers. Oh my gosh. I go live twice a week. I go live Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So what I do is I pick a product of the week and I bring that product to you. I want to share samples with you, show you samples, share you samples, because I feel the more you see stuff, the more you're inspired and you want to create in your craft room. And my goal is to help you create, relax, and then have fun. Today, my friend was over this afternoon and I literally worked on paper pumpkin kits. I got 3 paper pumpkin kits done. It felt so nice just to sit and relax and chat and eat chocolate. And there was no thinking. So this is what I'm helping you. I just hope that you grab a cup of tea, a coffee. Maybe you're having lemonade or water and you're just sitting on the couch watching or sitting on a deck. I hope this video brings you a smile to your face. So if you follow me, you know I pick a product of the week, and this week I have gone back and I'm calling it the Declutter Your Stash series. On the weekend, a week ago, I was in my room looking through all my papers because I was trying to find something, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have this paper, it's brand new and I haven't even opened it. And to go to find out it was on the last chance list. And I was like, that's crazy. That came out 7 months ago and I have not used it. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Hands up, we probably have a stack of paper that's not even been opened. Well, I'm going to help you change that. So tonight we are focusing on the Otterly Amazinng oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. The Otterly Amazinng Bundle. And this bundle is in the last chance list. So it's part of the Otterly Amazinng suite. And I'm going to show you the Otterly Adorable Designer Series paper. Those are like mouthfuls. Really, I think it should just be all the same. But before we do that, I do have something to share with you. If you know me and my videos, you know I start with chocolate. Look, I got new chocolate. My friend Katie was here today and she brought me, oh my gosh, I love these bars. 100-gram bars from the States, and I got some new Dove chocolate, peanut butter, and so I'm excited to try those. So this will be my little happy jar when I'm in here creating. And tonight, because I finally think I figured out how I can have more light in my room. There's I have 3 big blinds. I have a big window with 3 blinds, and you can open and close them. And I kind of figured out where I think that sun is, that it's not going to hit my eyes. So I'm thinking that's going to be pretty good moving forward in the summer. All right, so if you're here, say hi. Please comment on my videos, interact with me. It's like you're sitting in my craft room and we're chatting the day away. We're talking life, we're eating chocolate, and we're creating and just having a great time. And honestly, for me, that is my huge way of de-stressing after a busy day. So I hope this helps you do that too. And truly, I know one thing is we want everyone to have, well, I want everyone to have a hobby that they enjoy, but also we want people to be a part of this amazing Stampin' Up! Community. The friendships that I've met around the world are priceless, and I often think, wow, I wouldn't have known you if it wasn't for stamp paper and ink. So I treasure those friendships because I'm truly, truly grateful for that opportunity that our paths cross. So I am grateful for each and every one of you for watching tonight or on the replay. All right, I am going to flip the camera. Hi, Catherine. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to flip my camera and you're going to see my beautiful outside. It's fully greens and like looks nice. And I've got lots to share with you. So we are making a birthday card tonight. When I sat down to create my projects for this suite, I decided that, so Monday night I did a scrapbook page, a 12 by 12 scrapbook page, double. I decided to focus on like a trip. So using it so maybe that you're going to visit a zoo or an aquarium, or sometimes when you're on cruises, you see otters. So I focused that on that. And then when I was creating my cards, I focused on it more as a birthday card because I thought we could create birthday cards for the young at heart. So that has been my focus when I was creating this week. All right, let's flip the camera and we will get started. So you should see, let me just get I had to move my mat. So, oops, sorry guys, just trying to get it all centered here and again. I actually kind of marked it on my mat with just some. All right, Catherine, if you can let me know how that view looks, if I'm straight, that would be great. I'll pull this in so you get a little bit of a reference. I think I just need to move this over a little bit. I think we'll kind of leave it there just for a minute, 16. All right, so I'll wait till I can see myself on my view here. So the Otterly Amazinng Bundle. So it is a bundle, so it comes with a stamp set and dies. This came out, it's part of the online exclusive, and it came out probably like I want to think I was able to order it as a demonstrator in December. So, oh, perfect. Thanks, Catherine. And this has been sitting. So I have the paper. It's been sitting on my shelf for 7 months, and probably 8, and I'd never even cut into it. My team members had the Otterly Amazinng Bundle, so I thought I would borrow that so that I could create my project. It is a photo palmer stamp set, which is meant for 2-step stamping. It's great because you can, and it's a photo palmer. The best part about it is that you can see where you stamp and go like that. Super cute. I truly think this came out in our online exclusive was meant more for like Valentine's, just because it says love you lots, we're cute together, but I took a different spin on it. I wanted to show you how to use it in other ways, not just for love cards. I thought more of like birthday cards and travel. So there's that. The dies are super cute also. The neat thing about the dies, they cut out these right there. So just like that. You can see they're like that. So that's one way of cutting out the, I think I hear one way, right? And then the other way is using the designer series paper. I'll show you that in a minute. So another way is to cut these out is this way and this way. And this way, so that is great. And then you would have to fussy cut these ones out. But it's great that you can use these for other ways of doing things like that. All right, so that is the paper. Let me show you what the actual paper looks like. Let me move this out of my way here. I'll move this out of my way. The paper here is this, so utterly adorable. It's designer series paper. There's the ordering number if you need it. I'm gonna tell you something. This paper is on our last chance list here in North America, so in the Canadian online version, and it's $10.20. That is a steal of the deal. The paper's regular $17, so go purchase some. Save, like, especially. I like it for a few reasons. This paper can be used, obviously it does have otters. I like these 3 patterns right here for beach. Definitely create some beach scenes. This has a cute fish scene. I love this. I love this botanical paper here. I think it would make some great thank you cards. And you've got some others like pebbles you could use for a beach scene. Maybe you like to collect sea glass. That would be a beautiful page to do with sea glass. So there's lots of ways you can use this to think outside the box if you wanted to buy this paper. All right, just that. Okay, so also in this suite, so this is part of a suite, is this adorable Lost Lagoon cording, which I think Stampin' Up! Should come in every color. It's soft, it's smooth, and I really like is that it makes great bows. So we're actually gonna make a bow later. So it really is that. And then there's also embellishments to go with this, but I don't have the embellishments. So sometimes I don't buy everything of the suite. I pick and choose what I like. All right, so before we get started, I have a few other things to share with you. Starting today, Stampin' Up! Announced that our two-tone cardstock is on sale. So whether you're a demonstrator or a customer, you can totally take advantage. It's on sale for 20% off. There, I love our two-tone, so that is what I use for scrapbooking. That is the only way you're going to find our 12 by 12 paper is that way. There's 4 ways you can use it. You can tear it, so when you tear it, you get that white cord. You can crumple it, you'll get that crinkle. You can sand it, which is my favorite way of using it because you get that white underneath. And then you can fold it, so you can see there's 2 different sides. One is light, one is dark. We actually have 53 colors. Which means when you think about the double side of them, you actually have 106 colors to choose from, which is pretty amazing. This is just some of this collection I have. And here is, just to show you, oh, I think I got another piece here. The bubble bath. So like you can see the dark and the light. And then, so when you get this, it would be 12 by 12. So it would look like this. I just cut them in 6 by 6 so I can show on videos what they look like. So there's one, like Petunia Pop, you can see Lost Lagoon, like the light dark. There's our new white, so it's called White Willow. That's 12 by 12. That is not part of the sale, but everything else is. But my favorite color, well, one of the colors I think is really cool, and then I need to go check on my puppy because I just heard some funny noises from him, so I'll be right back after I do this. Is it has Early Espresso is dark, but then it has this like light color. It reminds me of that chocolate chip color we used to have like many moons ago. I just love it. I think it's great. So definitely check it out on our inner catalog. You will find, let me just show you that, and then I'm just gonna go check. I hear him at the back door, and I'm not sure if what he's doing, so I just want to make sure if he's okay before I continue. I'll be quick. So on page 77 is where you will find all of our 53 colors, and then the ordering number. So these are all new. This is the only way you will be able to purchase. Oh, there he is. I see him. 12 by 12 cardstock. So it's a great way, and especially if you like to scrapbook, our two-tone cardstock is lighter. It's not as heavy as our cardstock we used to be. All right, so let me put that away and let's get started. So tonight I said we are making a birthday card, and then I have 2 samples to share with you. All right, so let me grab the pieces that I need here. Okay. So we have our basic white. I think this is basic white. I ran out of thick white. I need to order some thick white. So basic white cardstock. I usually use thick white when I'm creating because I do like that. I have a piece of Pretty Peacock and it's 4 by 5 1/4. So let's start. My base is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I'm using our trusty bone folder. It just helps crease those folds and make them more flat. I have a piece of Pretty Peacock. It is 4 by 5 1/4. Now, you can just sit back and watch. I will upload this video to YouTube and I will link it back to my blog because the blog is my hub of my business, and that is where you will find all the measurements for this project. All right, I have a piece of Designer Series paper that looks like that. And then I have one that looks like that. So there, as I told you, this one reminds me of sea glass. You would see the sea glass. I have a lot of friends who collect sea glass and then they make art out of it, which I just think is so, so beautiful. When we were on one of the trips and we were in Mykonos, Greece, which, oh my God, Mykonos, I love that place. I found some sea glass and my coworker made me some art to hang in my bathroom. I love it. Every time I go in there, it reminds me of that place. So this is, we're just going to, I'm going to put this aside for now just because I don't need that, but we're going to do a little bit of stamping on here. So we're going to use Lost Lagoon and we're going to pull in that stamp set here. Let me grab it. I'm looking for in there. There's like little bubbles. Okay, and we're just going to do some bubbles up here, just like that. So we're gonna do 4, our set of 3. Sorry, it's here. Okay. I'll put that back. Okay, I'm gonna close this. I don't need this anymore, so I can put that in my bin. I have a bin beside me that I put stuff in as I go. Okay, I need to get my glue. I've been using our Tombow glue. Look at that paper. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's like such pretty seaweed. Ah, love it. I think that would be beautiful for some thank you cards. Or like a one-sheet wonder if you were like, I think I need to use this paper. A one-sheet wonder would be super nice. And if you purchase this month, I will send you the PDF for my one-sheet wonder that I did with Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. All right, we're gonna bring in that rock paper. Makes me want to say rock, paper, scissors, go. We do that all the time at school. All right, so there's that. Look how pretty that is. We're going to put down this little strip of Lost Lagoon cardstock. I'm just going to do a little bit of glue. And we're going to put that right there. Okay, so that is kind of the pieces that we need. Oh, I think I might be a little moving in closer here so I can see. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this. I would love to know, because I'm like venturing onto the world of glue here. Are you a glue person or are you a tape runner person? I think I like both. I prefer tape runner over glue, but it's working. Okay, I have that. We're going to set that aside. We're going to bring in my Stampin' Cut. So we're bringing in the Big Boss. This is our big Stampin' Cut. And I call this the Big Boss. He's the Big Boss because he does all the big things that I need him to do. We are using some dies tonight. So the first die we are using is my favorite, which is the Spotlight on Nature dies. I love anything that is stitched. So these are, I have to admit, these were in our last annual catalog and I looked at them for the very long time and I never purchased them. Nope, not at all. I was thinking, oh, like I should get them. And then I would always try to think about something else that I wanted. And then when I found out they were carrying over for a full another year, I was like, yeah, okay, we need to use them. So you get 12 layering, which is nice. We are going to use this one here with Pretty Peacock. And we're gonna roll that through the die cutting machine. Let's do that. I'm a tear and tape girl. Oh, Catherine says she's a tear and tape. That is something I only use when I need it for like boxes and stuff. Yeah, that's good to know. It's always neat to see what people use, right? All right, I'm bringing in my trusty tool, Take-A-Pick tool here, and I'm just gonna pop out these little pieces right here. Pop out these little dots. Okay, so there, that looks perfect. So I'm gonna set that aside and we'll go ahead and put that back. Okay, move that out of my way. So next we're going to bring in is the Designer Series paper. So when I was looking through the patterns and designing this card, I thought it would be great to show you how you can use the designer series paper to cut out an image. So we're going to use, if I'm looking at these dies here, I use the second largest. I'm going to use the third largest. And I'm just going to put that there. I know I'm not going to get all of the otter, and I'm okay with that. I just wanted to have this otter. Okay, you can choose different otters. I just picked this one. But I thought it would be fun to have some of the little fish underneath me. So I'm gonna just use some Post-it tape just so my die doesn't move when I'm running it through the embossing folder. Sorry, running it through my die cutting, not my embossing folder. All right, so let's pull that out. So there you go. So always encourage you to, because you don't want to do what I've done, and I've done it many times, is make sure you pull this off. Oh, well, you need to, and put this away, because otherwise you're going to be looking for dies in the garbage, and you don't want to have to do that. All right, so there's that, which will layer nicely within our little circle there. So I'm going to put this away because it has some great paper that I'll still use, so I'll put that back in my holders. We need to cut out some little fish, so we're going to bring in some, let me just clean this little plate off here for a minute. We're going to bring in some clips of coral, designer cardstock, and we're going to use in the dies, there is like a little fish die, and it looks like this. So we're going to cut out a set of those. I already have one cut out, so we need 3. So we're just going to cut these 2 here, which is nice. So. I would love to know, do you have this collection? Did you purchase it? Maybe it's sitting on your shelf like it was on mine. If you do, have you used it? Maybe I'm giving you some ideas for it tonight. I would love to know. All right, I'm just using that take a pick tool. We're gonna pop out those little fish right there. So I get that. Okay, so there's my fish. And I'm just going to put these die back in here, just like that. Okay. All right, so as I said to you, I already had a fish. Let me just move these little pretty peacock pieces out of my way. All right, so let's bring back in our card. We'll put that there. We're gonna go ahead and glue this down. Okay. And I just think it's so cute. These otters are cute. They are cute to watch in the water as they move around. We are going to pop this up onto our card base. Oh my gosh, what did happen here? I got like multiples. Oh, I'll put those ones there. Put that one back. All right. So I would say if you do not have these dies, they should be a must on your paper, because your shopping list, because they are oh so cute. Okay, we're gonna put that like that. I'm going to just glue down our little fish. So we have 3 fishes, just swimming in the water. And I just kind of laid them any which way. Kind of did 2 going one way and 1 going the other way. You know how they swim around in their school of fishes. And I just thought I would pull some of that calypso coral from there. So we have that. I've already die cut out our stylish shaped dies. So if you know me, then you know this is another one of my must. I was so happy to see that it carried over for another year. You will find this in our annual catalog, also in our online store. One of my must-have dies, which is super nice. We're going to bring in Pretty Peacock. And this one has greetings, but it was a lot of like, love you lots, you're cute together, you're utterly amazing. And I really wanted to focus on birthday cards. So I'm using the Simply Said, which is a great set because it has a little bit of those different greetings you need. We're going to use Let's Celebrate because it was the perfect size for my what's that called? Stylish shape die. That's what it is. All right. Here we go. And so let's celebrate just there like that. I'll put this away and close that out so I do not stick my finger in it, because I've done that before. All right, let me put this away. Okay, so now we can assemble our card. Okay, so before we do that, we are going to use, let's see if I have enough on my tape runner, just to get us some tape. Oh, I do, perfect. I'm kind of savoring it. We're gonna bring in that Lost Lagoon cording, which I said earlier. Super soft, easy to work with. Would love if Stampin' Up! Had this in all the colors. Imagine this in cherry cobbler for Christmas. Be so pretty. Okay, I'm just making a bow, and I'm just going to just like that. All right, now I am showing you our paper snips, and Stampin' Up! Just informed us on Monday that the manufacturer who made these paper snips, oh, look at this. I would have been looking for that. It's stuck there. No longer makes them. So Stampin' Up! Is no longer carrying our paper snips. Oh my gosh, I even got like a glue dot, a dimensional. So they are no longer available in the North America market. They've sold out, but Stampin' Up! Is looking for other venue or manufacturers that can make some. So if you have some, savor them. They're going to be great ones. Okay, so I put that on. So what I did was I put some tape and I put the bow on the back, so when it looks like you've got this fun little there. And what we're going to do is we're going to put dimensionals just on this here. And we're going to bring this in, and we're just going to, actually I don't want dimensionals on this side. It'll be too much. So let me put a glue dot. I need a glue dot. Hold on. Back up. I need a glue dot. Okay. There we go. Because my dot is pretty big. There. Okay, so let's celebrate now. That little cord is sticking in his face, so we will cut that off a little bit. Trim that, and then I'm going to see if I can pull this one down here. There, and then just like that. Okay, now I think that is all we needed. Let me just double check here. All right, there is our card tonight, and I'll show you my sample that I made. And just to show you like how cute. So this one, I just used a different seal in the pattern, but same look, just different designer series paper seals. But there is our card for tonight, featuring the Otterly Amazinng Bundle, which I think is a fun bundle. If you have kids who like sea otters, or adults alike who like sea otters, it could be great for travel. Excuse me, but these would just be some fun cards for you to make. So yeah, and you're thinking, hey, Anne, I don't have that set, but you know what? You could totally use the template that I use to make some other cards. You can make a birthday card, a thinking of you card, a thank you, a Christmas card. There is a lot you could do with this layout. It's a fun layout. All right, so there is our projects for tonight, but let me share with you two other samples. So yesterday, because I'm home during the day, I've decided to throw in another Facebook Live during the day. So I'll be live 3 times a week, Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and then Tuesday mornings at 10. So this is a card we made yesterday. I thought it was just a super cute little birthday card. Maybe, you know, oh, it could even be like a baby. You could have switched this out to be like a, you know, congratulations, a baby card, like a baby otter. That would have been cute too. So there's that card. Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, Old Olive brought in that paper. So there's that. And then this is the one I made as my sample, just to show you. So I had some extra samples. So I pulled in that designer series paper that had all the fish because I thought it would be cool to be like underwater. There's that botanical paper that I absolutely love. Brought in that old olive paper, and it's actually, I believe this is a two-tone because it's pretty smooth. Brought in those spotlight on dies, fussy cut out an otter, die cut out a log and some leaves to make it look like he's just sitting on the log sunbathing. That's what he's doing. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our Facebook Live tonight, showcasing the Otterly Amazinng Bundle and the Utterly Adorable Designer Series paper. So I encourage you, if you have these products in your stash, pull them out. Put the stamps together, put the ink to the stamps, and create some fun cards. I gave you 3 samples of different ways you can use these to make some birthday cards. And if you're a scrapbooker, make sure you check my YouTube channel or my blog because I did do a cute, adorable scrapbook page. So let's do a quick recap. I will upload this video. It will be on my blog probably towards the weekend. I will link it back. Sorry, it will be on YouTube. I will link it back to my blog. I will put the measurements and all the supplies we used tonight to make this card. And you will also find the measurements for these other cards. So if you're, there's some people who can just look at a card and figure out the size and the measurements, and there's other people who need the step-by-step. You will find those measurements on my blog. Then you can watch the video. So it's kind of like I'm giving you a free class each week designing and creating projects with you. So I lost my train of thought. Don't forget about the two-tone cardstock sale. That's only on till July 11th at midnight. And I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening, a fabulous rest of your week, and great weekend. And I will be back next Monday night. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I have an order that has been delayed, so that order was what I was going to do next week. So I'm pivoting and thinking of something. I have a couple ideas, so make sure you, sign up for my newsletters because you guys are the first ones to find out on Monday morning what my product of the week is. And on Sunday, I give you a recap email that links you back to the videos that I did along with the samples. So it's right in your inbox. You don't have to go search for it. It's right there. So if you were to sit down and create with this like 2 months down the road, you could click on those links and they would take you right to the videos. That's a bonus for being in my newsletter. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Set your alarms. Can't wait to stamp with you. Bye.